Hi, and welcome to the Prumihimo channel. I've got something really interesting to show you here, and I think it's going to help you to understand how Kumihimo works. So what is it? It's speed braiding. Now, you may think Kumihimo is pretty speedy anyhow, but there is a technique to make it even faster. Now, I need to say from the start, this is just for round braid, kongo gumi, and just for 8 cords. So the sort of braiding I'm going to show you here is when we use the top right and the bottom left cord. Now, when you do this, you bring the top to the bottom and the bottom to the top. And the cords don't cross over, so it actually doesn't matter which way round you do them. So you may be used to doing the bottom one first, bottom left, or you might do top right. And you can see from that it actually doesn't matter because they don't cross over. If they crossed over, one would be laid down onto the braid first, and the other one would be second. So it would make a difference. But for this braid, it doesn't make a difference. Now, after you've done that move, you turn the disc, and you might be told to turn it clockwise or anti-clockwise. So let's just take a look at what happens there. If we turn the disc, now I've got it the other way around, so I just need to think about this. If we turn the disc anti-clockwise, we come to this set of cords. Let's go back. If we turn the disc clockwise, we come to the same set of cords. And I've just established that it doesn't matter which one you move first. So that means with this braid, with this 8 cord braid only, it actually doesn't matter which way you turn the disc. So that's fine, you probably have a preference. But what I want to show you here is a way of doing it so that you can go a little bit faster. So let's look at it in a little bit more detail. Okay, so off we go. Top to bottom, bottom to top. I'm just going to pull this cord round to bring me round to the next set of cords. Top to bottom, bottom to top, and I'm just spinning the disc back to where I was. Top to bottom to top, and bring it round, top to bottom to top, and flick it back. Top to bottom to top, pull it round, top to bottom to top, pull it round. And what's happening? Well, exactly what you would expect to happen. Now this braid, part of it has been made with that to and fro speed braiding method. Part of it, I turned my disc anti-clockwise and part clockwise. But the braid is completely regular and exactly what you'd expect. So that is the principle behind speed braiding. So you might want to know if that can be used for more complex braids. Yes, it can, and I'd like to prove that to you. This disc is set up to do a much more complex braid. This is a counted pattern, and if you look at the cords, you'll see I've got different numbers of beads on each cord. This one is just grey, this is grey and red 2 by 2 alternating. I've got a different alternating pattern here with gold, with red. Here I have just the grey. Here I've got alternating patterns, etc. So I think you can see there, this is a complex pattern. This I have worked out using the Kumihimo with Beads pattern generating app, which I strongly recommend. And there'll be details on my website about that. And I will also have this pattern in more detail for you to see if you refer to my website. What do I get with this pattern? I get this very pretty little design. I made this particularly to go with a blouse I've got. So it's a grey background with little red flowers. So this is what we call a counted pattern. This will also work with the to and fro method. So I simply drop in my bead as usual. It doesn't matter which way I go, I turn the disc. So this time I'm going to go back to there, and then I'm going to start just dropping them in as usual. Pull round so I get to the next one, drop in, So I'm going to and fro, and this pattern was generated for people using the disc in the regular way. And you may say, why is this quicker? Well, the speedy part of it is that you're not having to change your grip on the disc. So you just hold the disc with your non-dominant hand, and you can twist it round, so you're going very quickly from side to side. And again, this pattern works out whether you go to and fro, whether you go to the left, whether you go to the right, anti-clockwise, clockwise, however you wish to describe it. And just to recap, this is only for round braid, kongo gumi, 8 cords. If you use more cords, it's a different issue, and it does matter which way you turn the disc. And finally, I would like to show you, if you're in the habit of using the Kumihimo handle, which I know some people with manual dexterity issues like to use, this also works very well with this method because you're just from underneath able to just sort of twist the disc round. So again, the to and fro method, the speed braiding method, however you want to describe it, works very well. So there we go. No, actually I wasn't. If you're holding it from underneath, you twist it round like that. So much in the habit of holding my disc, I'm not really in the habit of using a handle, but they are very good. There we go. And that really would have been better if I had a weight on there. But I think you see the principle there, that with a handle, again, this works extremely well. Thank you for watching that, and I hope you found it interesting. Perhaps it won't change the way you do your braiding, and perhaps that's not the point. The point is to show you how Kumihimo works so that you can understand the braid structure better. And sometimes you might find sometimes you're in a real rush and you've got to get a braid done really quickly and you'll remember my method. Or you may find you adopt it quite frequently. That's up to you. But my aim is just to show you something different and to teach you a little bit more about Kumihimo. So I've got more videos like this coming up, and if you'd like to see them, the way to do so is to subscribe. And don't forget, that actually helps me as well. So I would be grateful if you subscribed to my channel. Just click the button, follow the instructions, turn on notifications, and you'll know exactly what I'm getting up to with my YouTube videos. So until next time, bye.